There are so many of us that we say we're sisters.
United by loss. Another Hoosier Heroes report now. As we honor our fallen heroes, we also want to honor their mothers. Gold Star Mothers is an organization made up of moms who've lost a child in service to our country.
And 24-Hour News 8's Jessica Smith introduces us to one Gold Star mom right here in Indianapolis.
Telling you what, that picture.
Every inch of Becky Johnson's home is decorated with her son's accomplishments. Some big.
These were in basic training.
To Becky, none of them small.
5th place in 96-97 mathematics.
She holds every memory dear, even the ones that hurt.
When he came to me and told me that he had joined the Army, I immediately thought, oh my God, what have you done? This is, we're in a war.
Gary Lee Woods Jr. enlisted in 2003. After being laid off, he thought it would be a way to eventually get to college and study music.
He had changed from being my little boy to one heck of a man.
It wasn't long before Woods was in Iraq.
Every time the phone rang,
I've got so many
I jumped.
pictures.
A few months later, he was back, but all too soon, his second deployment rolled around.
He'd already returned from one, and he had promised he'd return from this one.
Woods kept that promise.
It was fantastic.
Johnson refused to see her son off on his first 2 deployments. She'd visit the week before and then go back home a few days before Woods went overseas.
It was easier for me to walk away from him. I thought, I don't think I could see him stand there or watch him walk away.
They'd keep in touch with quick calls or video messages.
Just wanted to wish all my family a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and hope to see you all soon.
Johnson doesn't know why, but on the 3rd deployment, she was there.
At that minute, I thought that was the hardest thing I had ever done in my life. I had a lump in my throat. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't breathe. Only to find out months later that that was not the hardest thing I'd ever go through. That's the picture. That is the last time I got to touch my son.
A suicide bomber killed Woods and 4 other soldiers on April 10th, 2009. Now she clings to a missed call that turned out to be a blessing. After his death, the letters poured in.
I am so very sorry for the tragic loss of your son.
And now she keeps in touch with Lee's friends and the families of the other soldiers who died that day.
It's a family that you never want to join, but you're so happy to have them around.
But mostly she leans on other moms who have earned the Gold Star.
People that know exactly how you feel and have been where you've been. There's something to say about that. It's like a lifeline.
Johnson has one request on behalf of the Gold Star moms. Talk about Lee and others who are now gone, because these moms will never forget.
Eddie and Lee and Brian.
But Gold Star mothers need to know that we too will remember their children lived.
The Gold Star Mothers in Indy host regular meetings and talk about ways they can help other military families. They're now planning a Gold Star Memorial downtown, and Johnson is taking on a special project of her own. She's renovating her son's old house to rent to other veterans. She plans to use all the money she makes to start a scholarship in her son's name.